So Louise messaged me and was like, Nikki, can you hop on call? I hop on call and she's like, what if I vote for Rita to go, but I don't tell anybody? And I'm like, oh, I don't mind that. I don't mind that because I Marissa, he's great, but like for my game, I felt like and still feel like Liv staying was better. I just you can see this round like Sarah and Erica didn't touch the block. It was the four of them, but it was Liv and it was Preston that were the issues. So if we already take out Liv and then this round it goes like this round's going and Preston leaves, then we suddenly have no like then who's at the bottom? Who's gonna go next? Is it me? I don't know. I don't trust it. So I always thought Rizzo going was just better for me personally. Um, but I also didn't want to push it too hard because that felt like it could get me into more trouble. But I did explain my reasonings to Louise, and those seem to have at least helped a little. And then Liv talked to her, and I think Preston talked to her, and she figured it out. And she did then tell Liv and Preston she was doing it. And at first she didn't tell them I knew, but in the end I knew, and in the end everybody knew. By the next day, everybody had figured it out. I pretended like I didn't know until after the vote when I knew before. I'm not sure if I was the first person she told. Like she might have talked to Liv or Preston or both of them first, I assume. Um, but I was very early in knowing. At least I don't know if she might have told Erica and Sarah to be prior to the vote. Maybe Trey. I don't know, but I knew before, and I know Preston and Liv knew before.
So, you are the next recipient of a golden key, Liv.
Hey. So, this is the day after Rizzo just got royally blindsided in the vote. I'm feeling a lot better. I think I just needed time to, like, process. Sorry, I'm at work on a Saturday. But yeah, I think I just needed time to process, like, everything. I had spent so much time on calls with people or, like, just campaigning or making sure that the votes were there for him to stay. And just to get blatantly lied to, which, hypocrite alert, I know. I've done so much lying and scheming in games. And now I finally understand how it feels. So, I mean, I've felt being lied and blindsided before, but like, pot, meat, kettle, right? And I get that, which is why I'm okay with it now. But just in the moment when it happened, just thinking like, I spent, so much time with practically all of the people who said that they would keep him. Like I spent a decent bit of time on call with each of them. Luis was probably the least amount, followed by Megs, which, what else. But like, I don't know, just to be blatantly lied to in my face did not feel well. And I'm coming to terms with the fact that, it's not about me as a person. It's just like to advance somebody's game. And I get that and I respect it. But just know if I find out who you are and I stay in the game, it's going to be war. So you probably should send me home next. That said, moving forward in the game, I don't know. I definitely need an HOH. I need to work on building bonds with new people because clearly the people who I'm working with, they ain't for me. They are not. It's not working out for me. So, I need to tighten up these bonds with people like Erica. Somehow, I need to get Preston to live on my side. I don't know if there's any rekindling with Sarah, to be honest. I just don't feel good about that bond. And I waffle with Nikki. I think that we like each other. I just don't know if I trust her strategic game to line up with mine, which then creates a problem that might need to be taken care of, may not, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, everybody else, I feel like I am working with at least some form of loosely, but after this vote, I think I need to recharge and regenerate and recalibrate. Hopefully I can come out of this alive, and if not, then, Rizzo, Victoria, Frankie Madison. I'll be seeing you soon.
Pretty sure that means we have a 5-way tie for first, all at 110, which means the tiebreaker was total score of everyone here. The tiebreaker answer was, or I guess wrong one. Tiebreaker answer was 654, which means winning with a tiebreaker score of 528. Congratulations, Megs! Megs, you're the new head of household. So sorry to Jabbar, Megan, Liv, and Lamont. You lost out on the tiebreaker. Megs, you're the HOH.
Let's go! That's what I'm fucking talking about. Woo! When I say, mwah. So, why am I screaming? Megs, Megan, Jabbar, and I came together as a 4 votes to save Rizzo last round. Baby Rizzo, this is for you. So made sure we worked together on the same page to secure ourselves safety this round. Megs won HOH, we all tied. Megs won the tiebreaker, as she should. All right. Ideally, those powers need to be flushed, and then we can reset the round and get ready for Final 13. So I can rest this round. Let everyone forget about it. Let the sides form, and then thrive in the middle.
So then train of thought comes around. One person in the entire game lied to me. That's what I'll say. One person in the entire game lied to me about their movement, and that person was Lamont. And then the scores came out, and Liv was the only one of our little group that had got the answers correct, like that had done it correct, got the highest score, alongside, coincidentally, the 4 people Lamont named in his call just now: Megs, Megan, Jabbar, and himself. And she got it correct because she assumed Lamont lied, which was correct, and I did not, and I had the literal lowest score of everybody. So in the call, I didn't even bring that up specifically, and I think that I probably should have played the call a little more like that everything was all good, everything was all cool, and we were still on the same page. That is not how I feel, and I do be emotional. My biggest gripe about that, honestly, is that he didn't have to lie to me. He did not have to lie to me. If he had told me the truth, even if I got the rest of the problem right and was right up there with the other 5 people who got the high score, it would still be the tiebreaker. So he did not have to lie to me. And that piece alone, really, it honestly really changed my perception of him and his game and what he's doing and what that means for our game, and what that means for my game. So, I truthfully, everything that I said to him was still true. I do know that we're all playing our own individual games. People are making decisions for themselves. He claimed that lying to me personally wasn't personal. But again, even if he had told me the truth, even if I had 110, I would have still had to, win the tiebreaker for me to even get that. So there was no point in lying. There was no point in lying.
All right, so Megs has won the HOH, and she asked me to do this, and also I do not want to have the opportunity to go up. I gotta make it to the next round. Sorry that I'm losing my vote here, but who needs a vote? I don't. I clearly haven't needed it for several rounds, so I will be playing the Golden Key, getting Safety Without Power, and moving on to the final 13.
As head of household, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 people for eviction, and those people are Preston and Louise.
Here's the thing. I was just having a conversation with Preston, and this is just like my unfiltered, I'm driving, I have nothing else to do thoughts. I was talking with Preston this morning, and he was saying how he feels like they are creating a very, and when I say they, I'm referring to the people that like were pro Rizzo, who have become to be known as like Jabbar, Lamont, Megan, Megs, Kara was Save Rizzo, but I don't know if she's necessarily in this grouping. But like that group that is very pro, like take down Preston, as it's been conveyed to me, and his allies, he was like, if they want to make it a toxic game over nothing, then they can do that. Do I think they're intentionally making it toxic? I hope not. I really hope not. I don't think so. I don't feel like it's toxic game-wise. Is it fucking annoying? Absolutely. But like, I'm choosing to believe, and I know this is the case, it is not personal, because I spent too long building up one-on-one connections in this game to have it taken down by this fucking narrative that I have no control over. Genuinely, all I did was breathe and make an alliance, but mostly breathe. And it was like, oh, she's a witch. She needs to get out of here. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I don't have the time to be like wasting on people that clearly don't want to work with me. If they want to make the step to reach out and repair and ask me questions, then I'll know that they're really like down with wanting to be an ally of mine. But no one has done that. No one has asked me questions about even where I stand in all of this. No one gives a fuck. It's like, what's your perspective? What would you still be with them if they were on the block? Like, would you vote against them? Like, no, I don't want to have to do that, because those are the people that I know I can trust and who don't want me up on the block. Because when Megs won HOH this round, the first thing she does when she gets on call with me and Sarah, but that's besides the point, is say that everyone is pitching your name to me, but I'm not going to put you up. That's a real ass bitch, Megs. Thank you so much. And I hope she keeps that promise for renom, if there is one, because if I'm a renom on a Megs HOH, I am going to be so livid, and I'm going to make it miserable for everybody in that house in a fun, playful way. Like, not actually, but like, you know what I mean.
But I'm glad it came down to the tiebreaker with all 5 of them, and that Megs finally won the HOH, because I do feel good with Megs. Not as great as what I think I should feel with Megs. I know Megs is being very social, that's kind of how she plays, and has really good connections with a lot of people. So I know she's a big target to have in the game, but I'm glad that she's on my side. So when she won, I was instantly like, okay, I'm not going to play it like the last time she won HOH, where I was like super worried. I feel a little bit more confident in my connection with her now, that I was like, okay, she won. I'm safe. Like, don't need to worry. And I knew that she would have the target of Preston and Liv. So I'm glad she flushed Liv's power. And then we get the whole Preston on the block, and just pray that the veto doesn't get played on him, or he wins, so that we can get him out, essentially.
Hello. Just got home from the concert. Excuse me. Just got home from the concert, and I'm nominated. I'm not too surprised. I've had a rough journey in this game so far. Like, from immediately being evicted, to fighting my way back in the house, to losing one of my closest allies coming into this game, to making strong connections, to then winning the worst HOH I could possibly win, having that blow up in my face with twists and everything. And then having my replacement nominee and all of his minions just drag my name through the mud, to now being nominated again. I just don't feel like the majority of the people in this game are giving me a chance, which sucks. But I mean, Meg's reason for nominating me, she was like, you have plans and promises made that I'm not a part of. And it's like, Megs, I've called you multiple times, but you don't bring the calls anywhere. They just stay personal. Like, we literally talked about the fucking weather today, guys. I've told her on so many occasions that she was good with me, but I'm sure one person was like, well, I'm in this group that you're not in, Megs, and you need to go after them. And it's like, the fact that we called right before results, and then she immediately puts me up. Like, if there was game to be talked, it would have happened. There's just so many awkward silences when I talk to her, which fucking pisses me. Whatever. I just really feel lost. I just feel lost in this game, and I know my days are numbered, and it's like, I want to play hard, and I want to win the veto, and I want to take myself off the block, but then to what, be nominated again next round and just continue on? Like, if the same people end up getting power, the same people that are just making every rumor they can about me continue to stay in the game, I'm fucked. And all it's doing is just fucking with my head.
All right. I think this is my first confessional since Rizzo's gone. No! Rizzo! What a bummer, man. Gone too soon. Somebody that I know would have never stabbed me in the back. But this game can be crazy sometimes. And it surely was last round. But moving on. You know, right now I'm in a weird spot. I am 100% a renom option here if this veto gets played. But I feel pretty good. I mean, I feel good with the BBA 16. You know what I'm saying? With a alliance that doesn't exist. Just leave us alone. But Louise flipping that vote kind of fucked her right here. You know? I feel good with Lamont Jabbar. Yeah, I feel like I could be a lot better with Megs if I would have been talking to her more, but part of that's on me, part of that's on her. We messaged, but we haven't talked, and we haven't talked game. So, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't not trust Megs. I just know that it's an easy renom option. She don't want to get her hands too dirty. I mean, truthfully, like that. I mean, and I truthfully, like, I want to look out. That can only go so long because we're running out of people in this game, right? But I want to work with both of them. Love Lamont, love Jabbar. Our relationships are really building. I like where those are at. I trust them. I think they really want me in the game. I want to look out for them. And I know they'll look out for me. I believe they will. But, you know, and it's kind of what Rizzo said. So, Rizzo, if you're watching this, man, I'm fucking sorry, dog. I'm sorry. But they're 1A, 1B. 1A being the BBH 16. And part of me deep down knows I shouldn't. Because if Carl will vote in Liv, she will certainly vote in me.
Which means we're down to our two nominees, Preston and Louise, by a score of 260,416 to 12,502. The winner of the power veto is Louise. Congratulations, Louise. You've won the power of veto.
Hello, it's Louise. I won the veto, Math Queen. I'm using it on myself. Sorry for whoever goes up in my place. Bye.
Congratulations, Louise. My renomination is Trey.
This past round has been so annoying for me. Literally, I have been spiraling uncontrollably as the different things have come out. So, Megs wins, and I just immediately knew that Trey was in danger here. She calls me and she's being very cryptic and like not telling me much about what she's thinking of doing. I initially thought it was going to be Preston and Michael, and then she comes back and tells me it's going to be Preston and Louise. Okay, Louise wins, takes herself down, and then she's like, oh, I don't know, like, I still gotta figure things out. Then she tells me that it's gonna be Trey, and she's like, oh, he's not the target. But I am pissed. I am pissed because you literally created a group chat with me and Trey saying that you felt so good with us. Now, because he voted differently last round, that's an easy reason to freaking nominate him. I am pissed because to me, my thought in this is now, I don't know where I stand with you. You're just looking for an easy cop-out to nominate me in the future and trying to make me feel good with you, when in reality, that's not where you stand with me. So now I know to watch myself, and I'm coming for you because I don't trust a goddamn thing you're saying to me, ever. So that really bothered me. And thank God, I think that Trey's gonna stay. Like, thank God that it is very clear that, you know, the house is going to target Preston here. But, like, the concept of that really annoyed me. In addition to that, I don't know, I'm starting to get a little, like, more aware of, like, dynamics like Megan and Jabbar and how close they might be, like, closer than me to them. And that's I'm feeling some jealousy. I'm feeling some threatening vibes there. And so I don't necessarily know that I want to pull a move on them right now, but I'm very much like, I don't know. I don't think they fully have my back before they have each other's back. So that's also in my mind as something that made me paranoid and spiral.
Hello. I am truly una volte. That's how you say it. Una volte. Without words. This whole round has been a mess from the top to the tippy toes. I'll get into it now. So, first of all, Meg's wins HOH, and it's clearly coordinated. Like, so much so that I do the math immediately. Okay, you four, you work together. I immediately confront Jabbar. Yo, how do you know Lamont lied? Oh, he told me. Okay. Meg sent me a little message. Sad news. Can I get on calling you? Yes. Tell me to my face that I'm going up, please. And tell me why. Because this does not feel right. So everybody else is telling me that they wouldn't have put me up. They wouldn't have expected me to go up. This is empty. I'm gonna throw it. I almost hit my dog. Everybody else is telling me, oh, I'm so surprised you're up. I wouldn't have put you up. And of course, I'm up next to Preston. Preston, who I formed a good relationship with, and I feel sad about. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for this veto. And it turns out nobody had to play this fucking veto because it's very simple. Bingo, bingo, bingo. But I guess people were not getting the bingos or just focusing on getting one when you needed multiple spots on the board. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The grid method always works. Shout out to the grid method. You can see my grid methods here and on other pieces of paper that I don't have right now. Like here. That's the wrong piece of paper. Like here. But I knew how to do it and they didn't. So congrats to me. I won the veto and I pulled myself down. And then suddenly that's where Megs wants to draw a clean slate. I say, this feels suspicious. So I'm like, so when was that chat created with you guys when you kikied about who should win HOH? And she spills the beans. Fantastic. So, pull myself down. I learn that Trey's going up. This is a death sentence for my sweet baby boy Preston, who will honestly live on in my memory. I will get revenge for him. I want to win this HOH so badly. So I can kick her out. Her and Sarah need to go, in my opinion.
What the math is this round. It's been so crazy. Been nonstop since, I don't know, last night at like 6. So I obviously did not expect to win the HOH competition. We were really vying for Jabbar or Lamont to win, because mainly I just didn't want Liv to have the power, because I felt very uncomfortable about her A, having a power, and B, being able to nom me going into this round. So I got the tiebreaker question and I won HOH. Yay! Not what I was looking forward to. I really wanted someone else to get blood on their hands this round, but that didn't happen. So we pivot, we keep playing. What is not great is it was very obvious that we were working together, me, Megan, Lamont, and Jabbar, because we all got 110. And talking to Louise today, she was like, how long was that chat? How long have you had this chat with those 3 players? Tell me. That completely caught me off guard. But there's no... I was going to say there's no use in lying, but really I'm a really bad liar, so it's not worth it for me to lie. And it's easier to smooth things over when you just admit to things. So I don't know if she was told by Jabbar or if she just figured out, because it's kind of obvious. It was just a chat that was made for this HOH competition. None of us wanted to call an alliance. I did just call on it to plan out this renomination situation. It's so much easier to call in group chats than it is one-on-one for 14 freaking people. So just talked a couple things through with them in there, but obviously I want Preston to go. I think putting Trey up is a fair chance of him staying and Preston leaving. It is a risk, but I like Trey. But if he goes, that also doesn't hurt it hurts my game of Preston staying, more than it hurts my game for Trey leaving. So I do think Trey was the best choice to ensure Preston leaves. It's not a done deal. It never is. And Trey's right. It is a long round, and sometimes the easy vote isn't the easy vote, but this isn't Survivor. It's Big Brother, and we have a live night coming up, and Preston is strong competition.
All right, let me try to do a little confessional. I've just been a little sad this round, but also optimistic. I don't know. So Megs won the HOH. That sucked. I was very close. I wish I had won. If only that tiebreaker had been better. But I wanted to be funny and do 420. So, but I thought that was a decent guess. So it's whatever. Preston is doomed. That's very, very sad. And I wish you were not going here. But also kind of glad I'm not voting, because then I would have been the one to maybe decide here. And I can't evict Trey, so sorry, Preston. Yeah, I don't think I could have evicted Trey in this position and saved Preston like that. No, wouldn't have done that. Sorry. But yeah, but I'm like, if only Megs had not taken my vote. Despite the fact that, yeah, better position for me, honestly. But she clearly did want me to lose my vote so that I could not even have the option to have saved Preston. And I'm just happy that, yeah, I'm getting to the final 13. Everything is shaken up. I had a really good call with Jabbar, but also it's just Jabbar working his magic, but also his magic makes sense right now to me. He's going after Rick and Sarah, so is Caro. Like, that's who they're targeting. I'm still good with Rick and Sarah, but I obviously don't want them to target Caro. They're also close with Megs, and I'm not, so that is a conflict of interest to me. And Megan, Lamont, Jabbar, and Megs have an alliance. And maybe I'll tell Christian that. I had a call with Christian. Things are good with us. And yeah, we'll just talk around and see what's up. But I'll leak that alliance to him if I need to.
I'm not wearing any eye makeup. I feel like crying. I think I'm just like emotional in general right now. Why? I don't know. Probably because I'm not like sleeping. Probably because I have 2 toddlers. Probably because of this game. Definitely because of this game. Yeah, I know that people watching this confessional will understand, so they feel like this is like a safe space. But I feel like silly sometimes when I say it just out loud. But like, I deeply care about this game, and I deeply care about the people in this game, and like, blah. I have like so many feelings. Like, part of me is like, I don't want Trey to go here because I will feel so lost in this game if Trey goes here. Like, I will feel so lost, and I'm like terrified that that might happen. I do want Preston to go here, but I don't because of my love for Preston as a person. But game-wise, I do want Preston to go here. But then I'm also terrified that I have blinders on and I'm missing things and I'm making the wrong choice and that that's going to be detrimental to my game. And like, I know we all want to make it to jury. We all want to win. We all want to make it to the end. Like, that's our goal, right? Like, it's everybody's goal. But like, if I like don't make it to jury, I am gonna feel like such a fool and like such a failure. And I'm like really afraid of that. And I'm like really afraid that I like haven't set myself up well, but I like feel like I have, but like that scares me that I feel like I've done well to get to jury, because I'm like, you felt that before and it didn't happen. But I do feel differently this time than I have ever felt playing this game.
They thought that they could play nominating me in this round as the easy renom choice. They're gonna find out that the deals I make won't last too long. So, Megs, the line is drawn in the sand. Our deal was as fake as this game relationship has been, and I wish you luck in the upcoming comps, because if I win Live Night, if I win my next HOH, I'll be nominating you and your closest competitor that's been winning the comps. And then you guys can battle it out in POV. I don't like being on the block. I would not want to be a nom, but when somebody's mind is already made up, why not make a deal that's gonna benefit me? I hate going up also during the round that sent me out last time. So hopefully this is just another curse to break along my way to the $200 at the end. I'm fighting for my charity. I'm gonna do it proud, even if I have to be villainous now to make sure that happens. The girlies aren't gonna be prepared for this. And to Preston, oh my goodness, what a battle. You were a big preseason like fear of mine because of how many people you know in this community, and you've turned out to be one of the best allies I've had in this game. We have a working relationship, and I think honestly it's probably best for me to be nominated against you. Out of everybody left in the house, it gives a really good chance, but also yeah, it's not fun. So I just wanted to say that you deserve all your flowers in this game. You did it, and you should be proud. For the rest of the house guests that think of voting me out here, your time is done. You're gonna be on this block soon enough, and yeah, I hope that people will regret it. Like, I don't care if you're friends with me and Preston, I want a unanimous vote here, and the people that don't save me are gonna get nominated when I win. And then the renom is gonna be Meg's, and I'm gonna ensure that Bathroom D and Lamont vote her out, and we'll have enough votes. We're almost at that point where my alliances can make shit happen. And when we win HOH, that's kind of what we gotta do. We gotta make shit happen. So, you should have kept me safe here, and you'll only have yourself to blame. Thank you.
I am voting to evict Preston.
I vote to evict Preston.
My vote is to evict Preston. Wish you nothing but the best, my guy.
I sadly vote to evict Preston. I wish he didn't have to go here, but I'm voting with the house, and I just truly didn't think I could manage to get the votes.
Voting to evict Preston.
I vote to evict Preston. Sorry.
I vote to evict Preston.
Very sadly, regrettably, and begrudgingly vote to evict Preston.
I vote to evict Trey. I love you, Preston. I love you, Trey, also.
Hi everyone. I have decided to vote Trey.
Hello everyone, I am here with your results for the round 5 eviction between Preston and Trey. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guest will have just a few moments to say their goodbyes before we remove your role. By a vote of 8-2, Trey, you are safe. That means, Preston, you have been evicted.
Hey everybody! So if you're seeing this, that means I got evicted. I'm so surprised and blindsided, I can't believe it. But hi, I just wanted to pop on here and give some love to the people who love me, some words of wisdom to those that don't, and just to give you, talk shit for a little bit, I don't know. To firstly thank those who have been awesome allies to me this entire game. I'm going to give a shout out to Liv. I'm going to give a shout out to Rick. I'm going to give a shout out to Megan. I'm going to give a shout out to Louise and Nikki. I love you all so much. Megan, even though you didn't really want to work with me in this game, I don't think, that's fine. I still think you're amazing. And next time we play a game together, you contractually have to work with me because I love you so much and I would never go after you. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for giving me the time of day. The past few days have been very quiet for me. A lot of people haven't been talking to me, but all of you have. And I genuinely am so happy that I'm leaving this game with relationships with all of you because, believe it or fucking not, I came into this game with little to no personal connections. We all have personal connections in this game, guys. Shut up about the personal connections. It's an all-stars game. We all have friends outside of this. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Fuck off about them. Anyway. Dial it back. To the people who didn't necessarily give me much attention this past round or two, you know who you are, so I'm not going to name names. Come on. We all play these games because we love having fun, we love meeting new people, and we love these games. There's no reason you can't spend 30 seconds of your day to just check in on somebody that you know is not doing that great. Most of you put me in this position, so treating me like such even is worse, and I am honestly happy that I'm leaving this game because I know that if I stayed, you still would have done everything you can to get me out because I'm this huge scapegoat and I'm this huge liar and manipulator, which is a lie and manipulation that y'all started. So I'm going to remember that moving forward for sure. To Megs, I was really excited to see you in this cast, and everything I have said to you was 1,000% true. You were not a target for me. I wanted to keep you safe as far as I can, or as far as I could. And that wasn't your journey, and that's not what you were looking for, and that's fine, but please know that the way that you handled this HOH did leave a bad taste in my mouth. All I wanted was for you to give me 10 minutes to
tell you how I was feeling, to corroborate the rumors and the lies that were going around about me, and you didn't want to give me that. And I'm not sure if that's just because you didn't want to hear that you were wrong or whatever. It's totally fine that that's what the game you want to play, but that's not the kind of game I respect. So I wish you the best of luck. There are other people in this game that do want you out, and I was not one of them, so I deeply hope that you regret this decision, but best of luck moving forward. To Lamont. I know we didn't get a chance to hop on call after the whole Rizzo round, but I just want to let you know that after that conversation, I felt very lied to, I felt very manipulated against, and I know that you were the one starting all of these lies and manipulations going around in the house, so making them and pinning them all on me was just bullshit, and I really, really hope that you also regret doing that, because I didn't genuinely want to work with you as well. I know you've said that you want to continue to be friends after this, but a friend would not talk to me the way that you did on that call. I'd still love to hear you out afterwards, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, last but not least, I'm leaving this game with my morals intact. I never made a deal or a promise that I did not plan on keeping. So if I promised you safety, I was going to hold it up. If I promised I would use a veto on you, I was going to do it. Everything I said, I did. So I'm leaving knowing that I was as honest of a player as I could be in this game, regardless of what everybody was telling me about my game. Thank you so much to production for having me back. It's been a blast. I've had a lot of fun causing the chaos, winning the comps, being a menace, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm happy to watch the rest of the season from the sidelines. Love to you all. Nothing personal is taken from this game. And I look forward to chatting with y'all afterwards. Best of luck. And yeah, bye. Here's the thing.